destroy them and make one new one. And that can get pretty expensive pretty quick going for the highest tiers. I'm not really going to get into that right now, but I would say pets are probably the first thing anyone should buy, really. And of course, you'll notice pretty quick your inventory is kind of cluttered, inventory space. But definitely check these out. And then when you're looking at pets, remember each one has a different ability. For me, I gather a lot, so I use these cats. They will detect resources in your area. So, depending if you're into PvP, you might want a dog. Hawks are good if you're going for knowledge or energy. You want to look at each of these and see, what fits your playstyle best. My strategy was to definitely have a cat, dog, hawk, and penguin. And I think penguin's on here now. A cat, dog, hawk, and penguin. And I think penguin's on here now. A cat, dog, hawk, and penguin. If you plan to AFK a lot and can leave your computer on the night, you're going to want a penguin for the auto fishing time reduction. If you plan to AFK a lot and can leave your computer on Okay, I don't even see a penguin on here right now, but I got two from events, so hopefully you'll be able to get one. And I'm sure it'll eventually show up. And remember, the marketplace is always another good place to get pets. It's really, really hard to actually get them. I've never actually won, and I've tried probably 100 times. So if you have time, you can also get these on the marketplace. So that's something to keep in mind. But if you got the cash, just buy 4 and get it done with. For costumes, there's a lot of different stuff. One for fishing, one for swimming, one for cooking, one for PvP, and that's pretty much, again, going to be something based upon, what you actually do in the game. I'm not really going to get into that right now. If you put costume, you can look through these items and, find something that suits your gameplay. These are a little more pricey too. Definitely not something you have to have, but it will help out. Another thing that's pretty good for a new player, especially if you're going for energy. If you look, the first thing is, alright, this is kind of ridiculous, but alright. Boxer briefs. They add 1 luck. This is something that you might want to get right away because luck helps with what you're getting. But I think it does a lot more in the game too. So, you can't go wrong, I guess. If you got the money, I would buy some of these underwears for 1 luck. Okay, another thing that can probably help out, but you can get these items from Total Playtime as a free thing. It's just, if you leave your computer on fishing AFK overnight, you'll accumulate that time much quicker than actually, if you turn the game off when you're not playing, it's going to take longer to get these items. But I got these for free, but if you want, if you got the money, you can buy these too. So you got the gear cuff, and there's similar items for each class. This is Wizard that I'm using. But for this increased chance to get advanced knowledge, and then there's glasses, increased chance to get knowledge. Now, if you're doing energy or new to the game, energy is very important. You've got to spend energy to do a lot of stuff in the game. You get more energy based upon how much knowledge you have. And sometimes that requires you kill a particular mob or whatever and get its knowledge. And sometimes those can take a long time. If you get the glasses, or using this item, killing the mob, you're much more likely to get the knowledge quickly. And the other item is what level of knowledge you get, increased chance for the advanced knowledge. And that just, the higher your advanced knowledge, you can get better drops and some other benefits. I won't get into that too much, but if you're going to be playing this for a while and you're really into the game, it's probably something you want to consider buying or just wait it out. So I guess that pretty much wraps up all the items I think are key and that would help out someone new to the game. Obviously, as you play longer, you can look through this stuff and find more stuff if you're into mounts or these beauty items, furniture for your house. I'm not going to get into that today, maybe sometime in the future. Furniture you need for specialty nodes. That's a whole competitive thing where you might end up spending tons of money. course costumes, but pretty much most of the stuff that's going to help you make the game more enjoyable and easier is under the function. We'll probably do something else on more advanced stuff in the cache shop sometime in the future. But since I couldn't find a video that already had these basics, I wanted to put this out. And I guess just to wrap it up, value packs, inventory expansion, weight, storage, maybe a maid, and definitely some pets. Subscribe to see any notifications for new videos, and thanks a lot for watching. I hope this helps you out.
Hey guys, Andrews here with another guide for Black Desert. This time I wanted to talk about pets in the game, what they're used for, how much of a necessity they are for the average player, and whether or not it's something that you want to invest in for the future. Now, if you're just starting out in the game, you'll notice there is no auto loot system, not even for silver drops from monsters. Instead, you have to manually pick up loot, otherwise your loot will disappear and be gone forever. Now, it won't take you long to get tired of
What's up, my retarded viewers? I figured you guys would want the rest of my leveling guide, so here it is. Before we get into it, I just want you guys to know that all of my guides are opinion based. There might be better options out there. This is all just from my personal experience. So, to start things off, a couple of important things for leveling higher than 50. First off is attack and cast speed and crit rate. So depending on what kind of class you have, determines whether or not you should be building attack speed or cast speed, and then there's crit rate, which every class should aim for. So there's 5 levels of crit, attack speed, and cast speed in the game, alright? You can go past level 5, but it doesn't count. Anyways, it's very important to have 5 attack or cast speed, whichever your class uses, but you want to focus on getting level 5 of that first. You can get level 5 from crystals, from food buffs, from armor buffs, anything, it doesn't matter. Second most important would be crit rate. If you have to pick between either 5 attack or cast or 5 crit rate, you would pick the attack or cast, because that's very important. And then crit comes second. If you have a Laverto or a Kazarka, getting 5 of both is necessary. But if you don't have a Laverto or a Kazarka, you're probably only going to get 5 of one type, without sacrificing slots for AP gems. So once you've got your attack and cast and crit rate figured out, next you want to focus on food buffs. Personally, when I'm grinding now that I'm higher than 58, I like to go Knight's Combat Rations, and then Serendia Meal, and then Medea Meal. But if you really want to go for that XP and give up a little bit of damage, you would go Knight's Combat Rations, then Serendia Meal, then Smooth Milk Tea. It's important to cycle through these foods every 30 minutes to keep the buff going. It'll assist you with farming. It'll make you farm faster and way more efficient. And on top of that, you want to focus on having EXP elixirs and elixirs of Furies running as well. All these consumables can be purchased from the marketplace for a very cheap price, so make sure to stock up on tons of them. So if you're a fresh level 50, I recommend going to mains. If you are lacking the AP, to go straight to helms. We're talking anywhere under 100 AP. Just head to mains. It's also a pretty good way to start making money at a lower level. Now, the mob density and the pack density of this place is pretty good, so there is no real rotation. Just, stick to a flow that works for you. Personally, I like running around the mountainside. I'll try and loop it where I can, but it's more like a figure 8 when I do it, but it works. Now, if you're a little on the lower DP side, there is an elite mob. It's not always up when you go, because other players kill them. They have a higher drop rate and some special stuff. Just try and stay away from it. It's not fast. It's pretty simple to dodge. So, like I said, if you're on the lower DP side, just stay away from it. once you hit about level 52, go ahead and head for Helm's Post. Helms is a great place to farm for money. It's better money than mains. You'll start getting some serious pieces of armor and gear from there. The Helms at Helm's Post also drop pieces of the Asula set, specifically the rings and earrings part. The earrings will give you 25 health per earring with 7 AP, and the rings will give you 7 AP and 2 DP. They're very good accessories, and they're actually better than Pry Witches and Pry Marks of Shadow, which is medium tier accessories before the Asula set. The only downside is they don't have as much accuracy. So not only will you be making money here, but you will also be farming for those accessories, which are necessary for starter players. Now, there are two ways to farm helms. So far in the video, I've been farming the helms to the right, looking at the map, up on the hillside. I like the hillside better because there's less players, they're easier to kill, they're all right there, you don't have to climb stairways and go down cliffs and stuff just to get to them. So I usually stick to the outside rotation. However, there is a rotation inside the games with stronger mobs, but they do drop more stuff and give more XP when you kill them. But it's pretty annoying to traverse occasionally. Once you hit level 54, you can choose whether or not you want to go to Sawsons or stay at Helms. If you're struggling to kill Helms, you should stay there till 56, but if you can kill them fast and efficiently, move on to Sawsons, you'll get more XP. Now, the thing about Sawsons is there are two rotations, or two major rotations that you can follow. The first one is main rotation, the second one is side rotation. Main rotation is as follows. My cursor represents you, the player. Second rotation is called side rotation. This is the route you'll take for main rotation. This is the route you take for side rotation. Once you hit level 57, head over to Desert Mountains. Located in the Valencia Desert. The annoying thing about the desert is that you'll receive debuffs based on what time of day it is. At night you'll get hypothermia, during the day you'll get sunstroke. You can combat sunstroke with purified water, or hyperthermia with star anise tea. You can either farm the hillside immediately in front of the Sand Grain Bazaar, or you can go further back to the temple, where it is about the same density of mobs in the patch, just harder to get a solid rotation. When you come to farm desert nagas, it's really important that you buy these things called Marnie stones, and what they do is each Marnie stone has a certain amount of the mob that you need to kill in order for the stone to be completely full. Once the stone is full, you turn it into a guy named Wacky Toshi at Sandgrain Bazaar. There's other places where you can turn it in too, however this is my favorite place to turn it in. You also purchase the stones from the same person in Sandgrain Bazaar. The best strategy is to buy a ton of them, like as much as you can, but you don't want to fill your inventory. You want to leave like maybe 10 spots